Hey everyone, it's Rebecca from DevourDinner.com. Welcome to my kitchen and happy Sunday, everybody. It's Memorial Day weekend and I'm excited to share one of our family favorite recipes with you today. So welcome. As you hop in, please say hello. Let me know you're here. Let's make sure that we have all of our technology working before we get started. Hello, hello. We're gonna make sure that we are live on both Facebook and on YouTube. So let's see if we are live. It looks like we are live on YouTube. No, yep, we are. All right, we're live on YouTube, and I know we're live on Facebook, so welcome. Please let me know that's always important. We want to make sure that everybody can hear what's going on this live Instant Pot and Air Fryer recipe demo today. And I'm just going to take a deep breath because I've been running around crazy. Hi Kathy, how are you? Hi Dar. Wow, everybody's here. I love it. Hello, hello. It's so good to see you. It really is. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I've been traveling and I'm back. And it's good to be back. And if you stick around until the very end, I'm going to show photos of Little Miss and Honey Bear. We did some photo shoots with them and it was just so much fun. So much fun. Hi Doreen, how are you? I love it. I love it. Okay, I need to hear somebody in the comments. Let me know. Can you hear me okay? As soon as I get that go ahead, then I'm going to start in with these recipes, but I want to make sure that you can hear me okay before we get going. I will drop the link in the comments of what we are working on today. Kathy says, I made your teriyaki meatballs and your goulash. Yum! Those are two excellent recipes. Okay, Kathy, thank you. That's what I needed. Loud and clear. We are good. Let's see. Let me do one quick thing here. All right, we are back. Okay, let's get started. I just dropped the link. We're going to make my grandmother's recipe for potato salad. Now I've adapted the recipe just a little bit so that we can make it in the Instant Pot electric pressure cooker, which speeds up the time. I'm going to teach you some tips that I use so that we do it all at once, because I'll tell you what, making potato salad really can take a long time. It's delicious when it's homemade, but it takes a lot of work, right? You're nodding your heads at home. In the Instant Pot, we're going to make what's called an egg loaf, and I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to cook everything all at once, so it's fast. We're not boiling on the stove, which takes forever, and it is so quick. So that's the recipe we're going to do in the Instant Pot. But before we get started, if you follow me on my Best Cookie Recipes website, then you know in the newsletter that went out this morning, I let you know a little secret. We're gonna make a fun s'more cookie in the air fryer. I've got my air fryer heating up over here. And we're gonna get this s'more cookie cooking and going right from the get-go because we can. And I wanna share that with you really quick before we dive in. Now I don't have a recipe link. This is super, super simple. So grab your note paper, whatever, and we're gonna make this really quick. Let me move that out of the way. So for this recipe, you may have seen this on Instagram or other social networks. It's going to use a piece of chocolate. I'm gonna use a special dark, a marshmallow. I do like these square ones for s'mores, and a graham cracker, along with some refrigerated cookie dough. It's that simple. Take a piece of aluminum foil or your parchment paper liner. Let me give you a top down so you can follow along with what I'm doing. We're gonna put our graham right down, and then we're going to top it like we would a s'more, right? We're gonna take our chocolate, put it right there. Our marshmallow, I'm just gonna flatten it out just a little bit, place it on top, and then I've got some refrigerated cookie dough. All I'm gonna do is flatten it. I want this to be bigger than the square of the graham. Just gonna put it right on top. And I'm just gonna kind of fold it around the edges. Now I'm not gonna seal it down. I'm not worried about that, okay? You see how simple this is? If we turn it sideways, that's what it looks like. We're not focused in, there we are. Okay, now we're gonna put this in the air fryer at 330 degrees for 8 minutes. It's that simple. Of course, you can do multiple of these at once. I'm just gonna do one. I'm the only one home. I don't need a lot of extras right now. I've preheated my air fryer. So I'm just gonna pick this up and drop this in. Just like that. We're gonna put it in and we are going to go for 8 minutes, 330 for 8 minutes. And we're gonna start the air fryer and let it do its thing. Okay, we will check on that in a few minutes, but in the meantime, now let's start making the Instant Pot potato salad recipe so that you all can make it at home this weekend. All right, I like to use these little new potatoes. Now these have been washed and they've sat out a little bit, so they're all dry. We are going to cut these up and I'm gonna quarter the big ones. The smaller ones I'll just do in half. The goal is to make sure that everything is relatively the same size. So if you have a little one like this guy right here, see that? Just a little kind of a nugget. I'm only gonna cut that one in half. Now, of course, you can use a regular russet potato. If you want to peel the potato, feel free to do so. On these little new potatoes, I find that the skins are so soft that the skins add the texture and a flavor that we like, so we leave the skins on. I'm using about 1.5 pounds of these little potatoes, and they're gonna pressure cook for 4 minutes. Super quick, super fast. Look at this little one. He's a little guy. I'm gonna leave him just as is. Oh, that one needs to be cut again. Now, the catch for making this today on Sunday is because truly the flavors meld together overnight, and this recipe will be great today, but it'll be so much better tomorrow. All right? Now that we have all of these cut up, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in my pressure cooker. And then I'm gonna take this tall trivet. So this is like the 2.5, 3-inch tall trivet. If you don't have a tall trivet, use a regular trivet and just set it on top, okay? We're then gonna use a cup of water that you're gonna pour right in. And now we're gonna make our egg loaf. So this recipe, you're gonna need 4 hard-boiled eggs. The worst part about making potato salad is hard boiling your eggs, right? And we all know there's a great recipe to hard boil your eggs in the Instant Pot, which I love, but I'm gonna take it a step further by making an egg loaf. So to make an egg loaf, find yourself a flat bottomed pan. So this is just a little 5-inch circular pan that has a flat bottom, so it's not rounded. And we're just gonna spray it lightly. And then we're just gonna crack the eggs right inside. Okay, this is our egg loaf. We are gonna place our egg loaf right on top of that trivet. Let me show you how easy that is. Here's the pressure cooker, here's the trivet. We've already put the thin liquid, the 1 cup of water inside, and then we're gonna put the egg loaf on top. Now if you want, you can, where's my salt and pepper? You can salt and pepper these a little bit if you want, but we're gonna salt and pepper later. So I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper to our eggs while they cook. You don't need to cover them, they're just fine like this. We're gonna put the lid on, close the pressure valve in back. My camera's a little low today, so you can't hardly see that. And then we're gonna set it to 4 minutes. Use your plus and minus key to reach 4 on the front. Your pressure valve is closed in the back. And in just a minute, we're gonna hear some beeps. And remember, those are the beeps we're waiting for. Those beeps tell us that your pressure cooker has accepted the readings and it's going to start processing. It's going to start heating that bottom element. As that bottom element heats up, it's gonna heat that water, bring that water to a boil. As it comes to a boil, it'll create steam. And of course, steam creates pressure. The pressure will seal off the pressure valve in the back. When that happens, we'll hear another beep. And then this front panel is gonna change to, right now it says on. It will change and it'll say 4. With the pressure cookers, that number is gonna count down in numbers while it's pressure cooking. When it reaches 0, then it'll beep again. It's that simple. So if you at home are working on this recipe, get your potatoes in your pressure cooker right now. This is the time. I'm gonna push this off to the side. Make a little bit of room here. And we're gonna start on the sauce, okay? Because we're just gonna do that. Normally after the potatoes are done cooking, they will need to cool for about 3 hours in your refrigerator. Of course, I've already done some prep work and we're gonna finish making this live right here. So let's talk about our egg loaf. Voila, this is our egg loaf. Kind of hard to see because it's so light. Let's see if I can get it on top down. There we go. Can you see that? I don't know if it looks any different on the other side. No, it's easier to see this way. Okay. For potato salad, we just want to dice this up. So I'm just going to cut this in strips. Now, this was cooked previously and this has been in the refrigerator, and it is chilled. These are really hard to cut when they're still warm. They don't stay in cubes well, they kind of mash. And then we're going to turn it this other way. All right, look at how beautiful that is. Can you see that now? It's a little blown out. But these are all just nice small cubes, all broken up, so that we can put it right in our potato salad. That'll be way fun. Okay, to make the sauce, here we go. In this bowl, I have mayonnaise and Miracle Whip. I know some of you at home just cringed. I get it. I totally get it. But in this recipe, it really is good. And if you're strongly against Miracle Whip, that's okay. Just substitute it with some more mayonnaise. You can also use sour cream. You can also use a plain Greek yogurt if you'd like to do that as well. You can do any combination. All right, so we have our mayonnaise in here. We're going to add some mustard with some sweet pickle relish. Now, my grandmother always said this was the secret ingredient. I think it really adds. I think that sweet pickle juice, the relish, does wonders to potato salad, gives it so much flavor. It's fantastic. We're also going to add some garlic powder along with celery salt. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar as well. And we're going to stir this up. We just want to make sure we get all of the garlic powder mixed in and everything smooth. And then we're going to add to it some diced celery. Now I have already diced up 2 stalks of celery, and I've made this nice small chunks. We're going to add that in. Add as much or as little. You notice I tend to leave a little bit reserved out. I usually do this as I'm mixing things together, because I like to taste it along the way when I mix it with the potatoes. Does it need more celery? It's easier to add more than take some celery out. And you people at home know what I'm talking about, right? So sometimes celery is really long and other times it's cut shorter. And so 2 stalks can mean a variety of things. So always reserve some out and add some in at the end and stir that up. Then we're gonna add some green onion as well. We're gonna stir that up. All right, that is our mixture. Now we will add salt and pepper, and then we will add some paprika, but that is all to taste. So we're not gonna add that just yet. Okay, what questions do you guys have? Susan says, I like your hair, thank you. It's getting so long. It needs a cut, it needs a trim, it needs all the good things, but it's been kind of fun. Amy is here. Welcome, Amy, from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group. We're excited to have you if you're from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group. Amy is the admin over there. Her team of moderators is typically on as well, and they help answer questions that I'm not able to get to. So big hugs to you ladies. Thank you for joining and supporting me and my channel over here. I really do appreciate it. I really do. All right, if you're new here, will you please say hello in the comments? Will you let us know that you're new? Because I like to help those learning how to use their pressure cookers. No question is silly. This is a safe place. I will answer the same question each and every week to help you at home use your pressure cooker with good quality recipes. Now, the great thing about the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group is there are some tried and true bloggers over there. Those recipes have been tested over and over so that when they post them on their websites, they will work for you at home. That's why I really appreciate and value the support from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group. And if you came from that group, then you've found some great recipes already. Make sure to give those bloggers those recipes that you've tried. Go back and leave a comment. It makes a world of difference to myself and the other bloggers when you go back and you leave a comment. If you tried a recipe, give it a star rating. It helps others know, and it helps Google know that it was a great recipe. It really, really does matter. I promise you. Cheryl says, I love that group. Cheryl is new. Cheryl, I want to welcome you. Welcome to this Facebook Live. I do try to go live almost every Sunday with the exception of when I am traveling. These past couple of weeks, I have been visiting with my grandbabies, having a wonderful time. And I will show you some pictures here. Well, maybe we'll just pop them in since we have a little break. So if you're new, I'm Rebecca, and I have been using my Instant Pot since 2018. I was one of those failure success stories where I started out and it was horrible. And it took a huge learning curve. And so I get it. I get where those problems are, and that's why I come here every week showing you recipes. Now this recipe, this is my grandmother's recipe. And as a child, I remember it was always made for any of our big events, all the time. And we loved it, of course. But what I remember mostly about it is everybody else loving it. And my grandmother would make a big, big bowl of it, and it was always gone. To me, that's the sign of a great potluck dish. When you can bring a dish to a potluck and you can bring a big bowl and it is gone at the end. And that's why I share it with you. The trick is in the sweet relish. having that pickle juice, that sweet pickle juice added into the potato salad makes all the difference. The other little secret tip is let this potato salad marinate overnight. So if you're having a big barbecue tomorrow, throw this together today. It is so easy when you make that egg loaf because you're not having to worry about shelling the eggs and all the different things. It all cooks in the same amount of time, which is like brilliant, genius, all the great things, right? It is so fun. Okay, Teresa's asking, will I put a link in the Instant Pot 101 for Beginner Troop? Yes, I can add a link into the group after I go live today. I will do one of these pictures and we will use the link over there as well so that others can find it or they can find this video. Amy has already posted this live, so if anyone's over there right now, they'll be able to catch it too. Michelle says, I chop sweet pickles in the salad and add the juice to the dressing. Yes, it makes such a difference, such a difference. Okay, our pressure cooker has just pressured up. We haven't heard the beep yet, so the 4 minutes hasn't started yet. Our air fryer is done cooking. I'm going to show you that cookie here in just a minute. But I told you guys I would show you these grandbabies. Now listen, I know that I'm a little obsessed. I know that I think my granddaughters are the most beautiful children on the face of the planet. I get it. I know you think the same thing on yours. But I just want to share with you how much fun we had with this photo shoot. Okay? All right. Who remembers what I gave Little Miss for Christmas? Does anybody remember? You guys remember what I did for Little Miss for Christmas? I'm going to wait just a minute to see if anybody viewing remembers these things. And while you're all waiting, can you guys give me some love? Give me some thumbs up and hearts above the comments. There's a heart and there's the thumbs up. Can I see those hearts and those thumbs up going wild? While I'm waiting to see if anybody remembers what I gave Little Miss for Christmas. It's pretty quiet. All right, I'm going to tell you because nobody's making a comment today. That or we're really lagging in time. I did dress up dresses, princess dress up dresses, okay? So here, oh, I don't want to do that one first. Here we go. Look at that. That is Little Miss. She is 2.5 years old as Snow White. Let me tell you, she had a magical time. An absolute magical time. So fun. In fact, when it was time for her little sissy to get her pictures taken, she had a complete meltdown because she wanted more time in front of the camera. It was absolutely darling. All right. Next picture that we have is this one. So we had her in her Elsa costume, which is her favorite princess by choice right now. And she loved every minute of that. And of course, we had to add her little sister as Anna. So we have Elsa and Anna pictures with the two girls, and it was adorable. I had so much fun with these girls playing dress up and twirling and dancing and all the different things. And we just had so much fun with it. It was fantastic. Okay. That's what I've been doing. That's my fun. So thank you for humoring me and my adorable little granddaughters. If you ever have a chance, I have to tell you, those backdrops, that castle backdrop and the Frozen backdrop, those were bought off of Amazon. They were about $15 a piece. I know, mind blown. Super cheap. I taped them to a wall and took pictures. That's how much fun it was. So fun. So if you ever get a chance, do something fun with your littles. All right, we'll get rid of those pictures. We'll get back to the program. Now, we're 2 minutes left with our potatoes. When the potatoes are done cooking, we're going to do what's called a quick release. Of course, a quick release means that we're gonna open up that pressure valve. We're gonna let all that steam shoot up to the ceiling and let that pressure release quickly and fast. So to do that, make sure that your pressure cooker is pulled away from your cabinets and away from any low hanging light fixtures. because all that steam is gonna hit it. It will ruin your cabinets over time, and you don't wanna deal with that. Do not put a towel over the top of your pressure cooker as the steam's coming out. That will gum up the mechanisms. Instant Pot has said that's a bad thing to do, so we don't promote that. Pull your Instant Pot away from the cabinets and let that pressure go. And it'll take a few minutes for that pressure to release and do all of its things that it needs to do. All right. What questions do you guys have today? It is so quiet. What fun stuff are you guys doing for Memorial Day? Any fun things? We are doing a very simple barbecue with my youngest son and his friends, my parents. So just a nice small group, nothing fancy. Of course, we'll be having Grandma's potato salad and a few others from the website. Some favorites this weekend have been the orange fluff recipe. You can do a search for any of these recipes on the website. If you follow along on my newsletter, I included all of those links in the newsletter this week so that you have easy access to all the amazing recipes that you might want to do and make for Memorial Day barbecue. You heard that, didn't you? That means that this is done. So let's open the pressure valve. All right, you can see what I'm doing from a distance, but I like to keep it away from my overhead cameras. So I'm just gonna open this up. Now, if you're new to pressure cooking, maybe you want to get yourself like a spatula or something to move that. And that's fine. You don't need to use your fingers, but obviously I've done this a few times. So we're gonna shoot that up. We're gonna push that off. And we're gonna let it do its thing. It'll probably take 2 or 3 minutes for all of that pressure to release. And then we will open it up. We will drain off the liquid that is in there. And then we will mash up some of the potatoes. The reason we want to mash up some of the potatoes is because when we mix it all together, having some whole chunks and some mashed gives a great texture contrast. And when we eat, we do like contrast. We want the crunchiness from the celery. We want to bite into a soft potato, and having some of those potatoes mashed make a world of difference too. So we will let that do its thing. Let's pull out really quickly. Oh, let's pull this out. You guys want to see what this looks like? These go a little crazy. Look at that. Is that just beautiful? The marshmallow all melts. It all does its thing. We're gonna pull this out. Now, what I love about this, and I don't, oh I do. Do I? I didn't grab another plate. That was my bad. So we'll just do it on here. It's not near as pretty, but what I want to show you is that graham cracker on the bottom is still crunchy. And that's what I love, because you've got the cookie that's all baked. It's all beautifully baked, toasty around the edges. The marshmallow is all melted. The chocolate down on the bottom is pure chocolate. And the cookie is baked all the way through. But on the very bottom, you still have that graham cracker. Now this would be fun topped with some ice cream or just eaten plain. I'm telling you, it's like fantastic. It's just, oh, so good. But let's see if I can crunch down into this. You notice that I have to push. And it's because, look, I can pick it up. That is, where does it focus? There it is. That's graham cracker. And that's still hard. It's not hard that you can't bite into it, but it's still solid. That's what I love. It crunches in your mouth, and it's just beautiful. This is a fun dessert to make with your air fryer. You saw it's only a few ingredients. Super fun, not only for Memorial Day, but all summer long. Late night snacks, you got it. Okay, we're gonna push this aside. I'll bring that back a little bit later. We're gonna open this up. Now, if you're new to pressure cooking, do you remember the little tabs on the inside of your lid will fit in the handle of your pressure cooker. All of the condensation from the inside of your lid will drip down into your reserve drip in the back, and it can stay there because it's hot, it's out of the way, it's all taken care of. Here's our egg loaf. There we go. It is all cooked. All you need to do is flip this out onto a plate, and then you're gonna put it in the refrigerator to cool. Obviously, it is way too hot now. I'm gonna take my trivet out. I'm gonna put my egg loaf on it. Now in the bottom, we have, let's see here. Let me grab, oh, we can put it in this. We're gonna pour the juices, the water, we're just gonna pour it back into this cup. I'm gonna see if we can do this without dropping any potatoes into the hot water and splashing. We may have done it. There we go. Okay. Now, you're just gonna discard that liquid. You don't need it. The potatoes can go right into your bowl, and then you're gonna take a fork. And there's a fork. Now remember what I said. Mash some of these. These are easy to mash. See how easy I am pressing against these potatoes, and they just mash right up. If you mash them while they're hot, they're easier. If you chill all the potatoes and then try to mash them, they don't mash as easily. So there's your tip. Do it while they're hot. And I do about 1/3 of the potatoes. Okay, so just mash those up, and then I just kind of lift them from the bottom. Now this, I will cover up and I will put in the fridge so that it can cool off for at least 3 hours. So we're gonna set this aside, but I have some nice chilled potatoes right here. So we're just gonna switch it out. We'll put those over there. We're going to add to it the hard-boiled egg. And again, you're gonna notice I'm not putting all the eggs in. And then I'm gonna add the dressing. And I'm not even gonna add all of the dressing in either. I like to do it in phases. You're gonna stir this all up. I think we need a little bit more. And I think we need a little bit more egg. So we're gonna put the rest of that in. And I want some more celery in this. I can't wait to take a bite. Now, sometimes these new potatoes, they come in the gold, the yellow, or they come in red potatoes, or you can buy them in a combination of the red and the gold. Either one of those bags will work. Sometimes it's fun to do a potato salad with the red potatoes. All right, let's add some salt and pepper. I'm gonna use my Redmond salt. I don't want that coming out too fast. There we go. We're gonna stir that up. And if you're ever in doubt, under season. Okay, Remember, you're gonna let this sit overnight, if at all possible. If you can't wait, that's okay. But we're gonna let this sit, and as it sits, it absorbs those flavors. So you don't wanna over salt it and have it be too salty, because you might wanna add a little bit more tomorrow. Okay. I'm just gonna take a little bite here. Here we go. You guys ready? Do my little happy dance, because that is fantastic. All right. Let me get this bowl. Put that right there. Let's put it in something nice so that we can add some paprika to the top. Now this will serve, gosh, you can probably get 8 good servings out of this, I feel like, which is quite a bit. But don't hesitate to double it if you're doing more. You might even get 10 smaller servings. It really just depends on your guest list, how old they are. You know, sometimes younger children don't love potato salad as much, and we recognize that. All right, now that I've cleaned some things away, let me show you really quick the egg loaf. Here's the egg loaf in the pan, and I'm just gonna flip it on this pan, and it just falls right out. See that? That's as simple as it is. And then this will go in the fridge and this will chill. And don't worry, none of this is going to waste because I'm making a double batch. But I just wanted everyone to see this live. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Of course, you can garnish it off with some paprika. Put some right there in the center. It gives a good contrast. You can do more or less depending upon what you like. All right, I haven't looked at questions in a minute, so I'm gonna come back. Doreen is asking, can we use chopped onions instead of garlic powder? Of course you can, but keep in mind, I've already added green onions into this recipe. So I'm using chopped green onions, and then I'm using garlic powder. But you can absolutely add regular white onion or a yellow onion or even a red onion if you would prefer into the potato salad. Dar says, nice, looks yummy. Kathy says, that looks good. Susan says it'll be good with a barbecue with family. Kathy says we're doing Instant Pot ribs, Instant Pot potato salad, Instant Pot corn on the cob, and baked beans. Kathy says Zumba in the morning and ribs in my pot for supper. We are waiting to see the cookie, Michelle says. All right, let me bring back the cookie. Here we go. My little space here is really feeling small today. Here's this cookie. You know what? I'm going to put this cookie right here. I think it's cooled down enough I can lift it off. Some of the marshmallow has stuck to the paper. We can move that off. So I can pull this up. There we go. Look at that cookie. Is that beautiful? Okay, I want you to try this. And when you make it, will you please tag me? Take a picture, put it on Facebook, tag Devour Dinner or Best Cookie Recipes. Because this is fun. This is so fun. This is gonna be my treat. One of my treats all summer long. And then here is that potato salad. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, let me drop that link again for the potato salad. There is not a link for the cookie. Let me pull. We'll put this on a fun, patriotic. Here we go. How's that? Can you see that better? Hopefully that helps. All right. What else can I share with you guys today? I know, one more thing before we go here. I talk about this a lot, but I'm going to give you one last on it. You know my protein that I have every single day. If you follow me on Instagram, you see a lot of those posts. Clean Simple Eats is having a sale this weekend. Everything is 10% off, which is kind of a big deal to get 10% off of your protein. However, if you use my code DEVOURDINNER, one word, all caps, at checkout, you're going to get an additional 10% off. That makes this super affordable. It is great, great protein. I've been using it now for 18 months. I've lost well over 50 pounds. I've kept it off. But the reason that I like it is because it curbs my appetite. It's easy to digest and it doesn't taste chalky. Like it doesn't have that bitter aftertaste or that grainy aftertaste. I've tried way too many proteins. And so that's why I love it. And it's worth it to me for how it makes me feel. And here's a little fun fact. I have been starting in the creamy, the Ninja Creamy. Does anybody have those at home? Raise your hand if you do. I have been making Ninja Creamy protein. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love. So in love. In fact, it's our new nightly treat. And I make it and it's sugar-free. And it's fabulous. So if you keep following along, you'll start to see some posts on Instagram of how I'm making protein ice cream, which is so simple, low in carbs, low in sugars, low in calorie, and it is fantastic. I don't feel like I'm cheating at all. Kathy says, I ordered my Clean Simple Eats on the sale items yesterday. So excited. Kathy, I'm excited for you. I really am excited for you. I love it. And if you have questions, send me a message and ask me those questions. I've tried almost all the flavors. I have my personal favorites, but I'll help you find what your favorite is, okay? Because it's that good. And I just like to talk about it and share it because you guys have seen the transformation. If you're new to watching me, all of these Facebook Lives are a part of Facebook. You can go to the video tab and you can see all of these lives clear back to 2018, 2019. And you can see the difference in my weight. It's shocking. In fact, it's horrible. I go back and I look at it and I was like, dang, I thought I looked good. And I didn't look as good as I do now. And I still have weight to lose. But it has been so easy because Clean Simple Eats has helped curb my appetite, which has allowed me to make better food choices. I'm not on a diet. I eat things like this. I just eat them in moderation. And that's the difference. Oh, I took that out of frame. There we go. Susan says, protein ice cream, yum. Teresa says, what is my personal favorite Clean Simple Eats protein? Okay, I'm a chocolate lover. So I love the peanut butter chocolate with a scoop of peanut butter in it. And I like the mint cookie. Those are my two chocolate flavors that I love. I also love the coconut cream. Now, the coconut cream is not heavy on coconut. I prefer it over the vanilla. The vanilla is excellent, but I like the coconut better. And I throw in frozen fruit with it, like pineapple, mango, peaches, strawberries, blackberries, whatever. And I will mix it up with the coconut protein, and I love that. My husband really likes the strawberry cheesecake. Late in the summer when peaches are in season with fresh peaches, I love their peach protein. I'm trying to think, what else do I have open? Oh, I just bought the key lime. Okay, I'm gonna love the key lime this summer, and I'm gonna make a key lime ice cream with that, and then I'm gonna throw in like a graham cracker square to give it a little fun stuff. The caramel toffee, so good. I just tried that one this month. So if you're into that caramel flavor, love that. Absolutely love that. My everyday go-to is usually a chocolate. So it's a mint or the brownie one or the chocolate peanut butter. Lately I've been on a kick with the chocolate peanut butter. Okay, Kathy says I'm trying the collagen this time. I do collagen with all of mine, and I do a scoop of the unflavored collagen in my protein. I've also done the collagen that they have flavored, like the lemon blackberry one, and there's a watermelon one, it seems like. I've done both of those. what I have found is it gets exhausting drinking collagen, drinking protein, drinking greens, drinking all this different stuff. So I have gone to the unflavored collagen because then I mix it into my protein shake in the morning and it's beautiful. It's also a little bit cheaper being the unflavored. Their new greens came out. They have 4 new greens flavors. I am not a greens lover. I think they're like plug your nose gag. Their greens are good. Like, I mix them up and drink them and sip on them, and there is no gagging or anything. So I like the tropical. It kind of has a pineapple juice flavor to it. We also like the lemon one, which tastes like a lemon head candy. And so that one mixes very well in the strawberry, in the coconut. So sometimes I will use my coconut protein with a scoop of collagen, with a scoop of lemon or tropical greens in the mix too, and blend it all together and get it all at once. So sometimes I do that. What do I mix my protein shake in the morning with? Chocolate and peanut butter. So I am using either a 1% milk or an almond milk to mix it with. Either one of those is great. I do it in a blender. So I use 1 cup of 1% milk or almond milk with the scoop of protein, the scoop of collagen, and then I do 10 or 11 ice cubes. And my ice cubes are like the half moon shaped kind. I do 10 or 11 ice cubes and I blend that up. And so it's more of a shake, and that's how I like it. My husband uses a frother, and so he'll just do almond milk because he likes almond milk with the protein, and he uses a frother to mix it up and he drinks it like that. So it's kind of personal preference is really what it comes down to. But use code DEVOURDINNER, one word, all caps, at checkout for the additional 10% savings. That sale is going to end tomorrow sometime. I'm not sure when. So save yourself a little bit, and it's already on a sale price, but you'll get the extra sale by using my code at checkout. And there's a little box that says apply a coupon code or a discount code or something right there at the checkout. And just type in DEVOURDINNER, one word, all caps, for that additional 10% off. Because every little penny counts, right? It's a big deal. Okay, what other questions have I missed? Again, I just want to thank all of you. Big hugs for coming and being a part of my Facebook Live. Thank you to Amy from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginner group and her team of moderators who join in, who comment on my recipes, who help promote me. Big hugs to you ladies. I sure appreciate it. I really do. So thank you. If you have shared this Facebook Live onto your own timeline or into a group, big hugs from me to you. If you've sent me stars, oh my gosh, thank you. The star system is kind of like a tip system, and you'll see that where the heart is and the thumbs up are, there's a gold star, and if you press that, you can send stars. Well, stars equal pennies. And if you send 100 stars, it's $1 tip. If you send 500 stars, it's a $5 tip. Those stars help to pay for the ingredients that I use to do these recipe demos, which is so helpful. So thank you to all of those of you who have sent stars, not only this week, but in past weeks. I really do appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Please know that. It really doesn't. I get very excited with the $100 or the 100 stars and the 200 stars. I'm just cheering them on. So thank you. Thank you. One final note, Memorial Day is kind of the kickoff to summer, but more importantly, it's the day that we honor those men and women who have served our country. They have fought for our country, for our freedoms, so that we can live in this land with all of the free agencies that we have. And it's a time to honor those men and women who have passed on, who have sacrificed so much. And so I want to make sure that we are honoring all of those men and women who have served and who have passed on this Memorial Day. Please take the time this weekend to honor them. Whether you have someone in your own family who has served in the past and is passed on or not, go visit a cemetery, go to a flag field. A lot of communities set up fields of flags. They're beautiful, so very beautiful. Go visit the veterans at the Veterans Society places in your local communities. It's wonderful to give thanks to these men and women who have done so much for us. And it's a fun way to kick off summer by remembering and honoring all of our men and women, all of our soldiers who have served for us. I'm humbled by them. My grandfather served. He was a lieutenant colonel, and I am blessed by his example. So thank you. All right. If you're still here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up, one last chance, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching over on YouTube, hey, will you follow me over there? I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which doesn't mean a lot, but it really does help me out. I need to get to a threshold of 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube. I'm 22 subscribers away, and then I need more watch time. And so we're trying to hit that milestone this summer. Hop on over there and give me some love. If you've made any of my recipes, please go back to those recipes. Leave me a comment. Let others know what you liked about it. Leave a star rating. It does help me so much. It's a little something that you can do from home to help me and my small business out. I sure appreciate it. Okay, everybody, we've gone on long enough. Have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please stay safe. All right, everybody, big hugs. Big hugs. Take care. I'll be back next Sunday with another great recipe. So join me next Sunday, 3 p.m. same time. Bring your questions. We'll see you then. Bye.